Guys, this is Krishna1117 on Twitter and Tumblr, and since it is so lovely outside and it is not freezing here in Virginia, I'm going to do my Superman and Wonder Woman #3 review outside. Let's start off with the dialogue. Charles Solei's dialogue is very beautiful. The way he just has that conversation with Batman and Superman kind of gets you right here. Batman giving Clark relationship advice, which is like the weirdest thing ever, because it's Batman. Batman in relationships, we all know those don't end very well for him. Ever. Except Catwoman, because they're both broken souls. We also have a very parallel scene between Wonder Woman and Hestia, Diana's Amazon's friend, at Harold's, where she's like, what do I get Clark for Christmas? And she's like, it's not the gift that matters. It's the thought behind the gift that's important. And they kind of have this conversation, and she ends it with, do you know him? And Diana's like, I got this. I got it. I know what I'm going to get him. We also get Zod, which at the end of #2, we see that he is literally in North Africa, and he's just slaughtered nomads when his portal opened from the Phantom Zone, and he stomped some guy's face in the ground, and it's like, there's the Zod that we all know and love. Stomping people. Good for him. We also have John Jones just smack him out of the sky. Just, dude, where'd he come from? Just plowed. Just totally took him down. We've got Vibe and him and Hawkman trying to take him down, being ordered by Commander Trevor, who is a total dick in this thing. Oh my god, he was such a dick. And all of it, the whole situation kind of simmers down, literally after Diana wraps Zod in the lasso of truth. And Clark shows up and kind of stops them. And Steve's like, he's coming with us. And Clark's like, no, I know what your kind does to my people. I know what you guys do to my kind. He's coming with me. Plut out. Clark hammered down. Diana siding with her man, which was so cute. She's like, I agree with Superman. He's coming with us to the fortress, and Steve is livid. He is mad. Like, you can tell he's mad. He's like, first you steal my woman, now you steal my prisoner. Oh, damn you, Superman. You're messing my day up. So they take Zod back to the fortress, and Zod literally is, Clark's apologizing to Zod. He's like, I'm sorry you're in the zoo. I don't know where else to put you. And it comes around that it's like, okay. Zod's like, it's fine. It's fine. I will talk about your father later. But if you see a woman come through the portal and her name's Fiora, she's dressed like me, please tell me. And Clark's like, yeah, I'll let you know. And Diana takes Clark outside to give him his Christmas present. And it's time. I was like, that is so He's like, dude. She's like, we protect the world all the time, but for this little bit of time, they're going to protect the world while me and you have time with each other. And you're like, oh, kawaii. And the whole moment is ruined by Cat Grant, who is Clark's partner at I think it's Clark Catopolis News, where she, if you see #1, you see that she has this conversation, it's been given this jump disc with a picture of the Epic Kiss of 12 on there, and she posts it to the whole world. And Clark uses the super hearing, and he hears the whole world reacting to him being with Wonder Woman. And my favorite is, there goes my shot with him. I'm like, dude, that's like being Henry. It's just never happening, ever. But it's really fun. I think that one's good. And also, the president has no comment. You're like, dude, this is going to be a hard thing to explain. And they've also showed pictures from what's happening in #4, where we see that they're kissing in front of like a big wall of TVs, and they're all showing the different reactions to them being together from the League. It's really kind of interesting to see. But that's what happened. It's good. And Tony Daniel's art is just, I love his Zod. His Zod is so hot, and his Superman's really hot. It's just, he does a very beautiful job. There's only one other artist that does a really great job of drawing Superman, And he's the guy who does Action Comics. It's like I want to say it's Kevin Rothen something. If you know what it is, he does it really cool. It's very stylized and it's very, very like striking the way they draw it. Well, that's my review about that. But we've also got other DC news. We've got The Flash on Arrow, which I have yet to watch. I don't really like Arrow, but I love me some Flash. And the guy who plays the Flash is actually from not too far from where I live, which is kind of cool. It's like, hey, someone else famous from Virginia. Can't go wrong with that. Also, they're in talks with Joaquin Phoenix. If you've ever seen Gladiator, he's the crazy guy for Lex, which would be really interesting. I think he could do it. He's got just enough crazy to do it, but he's sane enough that I think he could pull off Lex. It's kind of weird to see him bald and stuff. Ugh, kind of weird. Also, Jason Momoa. If you are like me and are obsessed with Game of Thrones, you know who Khal Drogo is. He's the guy, Death by Gold. That made me so happy when I saw that. I was like, how'd you die? You know, he got to St. Peter's and it's like, how'd you die? Big dude, ponytail, poured a pot of gold on my head. It's like, you want my Lucky Charms? Bird! Oh, it was best, one of my favorite deaths ever. In anything. And that's saying a lot, because I like me some violent movies. Oh, that sounds like weird to say. Yeah, but I do like violent movies and stuff, so. I've seen some pretty cool ways to go, but that's gotta be the classiest way to go, because you're going off with 14 carats. He's been looked to play John Jones or Doomsday. I'm leaning more towards the Doomsday because of the sheer Momoa size. Momoa's a big dude. He's huge. Especially if you saw him in Conan, he's a big guy. That's it on the super front. Also, I had to say this, and I don't want to sound like I'm being bashing Man of Steel 2, but I think DC and Warner Brothers is trying to catch up to Marvel, and it's not going to work. They're drowning Henry Cavill, and he did such a good job in Man of Steel, and even when they brought up Batman, he didn't seem too pleased about it, because I'd be mad too. This is Man of Steel. I don't want to see Batman. I mean, I was kind of excited to see like the origin of Batman and Superman kind of getting together and seeing past their differences and them working together to save the world from Doomsday and Lex. But they've added so many different people. I'm like, I don't want to see Wonder Woman in this movie. I mean, if she's at the end credits and they just see her in passing or something, that's fine. But I don't want to see her in the movie. I want this to be Henry's movie. He's worked really hard to make this. He's worked really hard to get to this point in his career, and it's his time to shine. Man of Steel 2 should have been his time to shine, not everyone else's time to shine with extra people and extra characters that aren't really necessary. But they're drowning him, and maybe they know something that I don't, but that's just the way it seems like they're drowning him, and they're trying to force the Justice League. It should happen after they do. I was thinking that they were going to do what Marvel did. They're going to start off with Superman, then to do a Batman movie, then maybe do Flash, and do Wonder Woman, and then go straight into the Justice League. That's what they should do. They should end it with Wonder Woman and her coming to man's world, and then that should be the starting point for the Justice League movie, but it's not. And as of now, we are going to get a half-assed Wonder Woman movie. We're going to get a half-assed Wonder Woman in a movie that she shouldn't be in, with her not getting her own movie, because the chick, I swear I have this gut feeling it's going to be like Catwoman or Elektra. It's just not going to work. And even though she seems like a very nice person, she's ex-military, so that's pretty fucking cool, but if she doesn't have the presence of Wonder Woman, we're going to get a half-assed Wonder Woman, we're going to get a half-assed movie, or we're not going to get one at all. We're going to have a movie that has too many people in it that's drowning him out, and it's just going to be a hot mess. If you want to be Marvel at their own game, you need to believe in your characters and do them justice, because Wonder Woman 52 is awesome. I love Brian Azzarello's work. It's great. It's catching. It's totally new. It's totally out of character for her. And it's really cool. That's what you do. You have comic characters. You get someone new writing it. You shake things up and take things into a different direction. And that's what he did. And I love him for it. I love Berserker God Mode. I would love to see that in a movie. To see her not want to use this great power that she possesses, because she can, but she doesn't want to. She wants to be who her mother taught her to be, to fight. with her own strength and not rely on the gods, her dad, who's a total dick. So maybe Zack and Goyer know something that I don't, but it just feels like they're drowning him out. Now, after my serious note, let's go on to something more fun. Fan fiction. Chapter 19 of War is Coming. I'm actually working on it at the moment. I also have not forgotten about Mischievous with Loki Lafferson. Who doesn't love Loki? I mean, oh my gosh. At the end of Thor, I was like, oh, just wait till Amara shows up, because maybe we will finally get rid of Jane Foster. I mean, I sat there the whole movie and was like, they're gonna kill Jane Foster and bring it on Enchantress, and I'm gonna be very happy, and the loudmouth chick's gonna be gone. Nope, they're still there. We need Enchantress to show up, because we know Enchantress, it loves Thor, but she is Loki's buddy. So I would love to see what they do with Enchantress, but they can't do so much because she is a sex goddess, but this is a family-friendly movie, and there's only so much you can get away with doing with family-friendly, which kind of ruins it. It's like the fact I want a God of War movie, but I'm never gonna get it. So there'd be some traumatized little kid like, oh my god, you just decapitated that thing with the blades and stuff. Yeah. So I haven't forgotten about Loki. Loki is coming with his naughty self. Yes, I just wanted to get chapter 19 and maybe chapter 20 out with War is Coming, and then go back to Loki. So this is my video, and I'm gonna go get back to my fan fiction writing since I'm home on break and I don't have to think about anything at all. Yay! So you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy Kwanzaa if you do that. I don't. But if you do, Happy Kwanzaa. See you guys soon. Bye.